Hello all, congrats on the win. My question will be about Jaylyn Sherrod first. For coach, she gets time in latter stages of the first half and then crucial stages in the third and fourth quarter of a close game. How do you think she handled extended responsibilities tonight, particularly the penetration? And for the players, how does it feel to see different heroines rising up every night during this run to the final stretch?
Yeah, no, I thought she did a great job. We needed to get some energy there. It was hard for us. They were congesting the paint as much as we can, but it just gave us another guard that we thought could put a little bit more pressure down the court and get us into the stuff and handle the pressure that they were putting onto us. I thought at both ends she gave us what we needed, so I was really happy. She's ready to go. She's a fierce competitor. I think everybody saw that today. Unfortunate she didn't get that basket at the end of the third quarter. But yeah, no, yeah, I was very happy with that. You want to think about it?
No, I mean, I think Jaylyn was just a product of, when your number is called, you're ready. And she was ready to come in and make an impact and really kind of just get downhill, get into the paint, draw some fouls and help give us a different spark that we needed. I mean, it was hard, obviously playing Dallas tonight, but also, when you play the same team twice in a row, and Jaylyn gave us a little bit of something different.
Appreciate your time. Congrats on that.
Stewie, this is for you. Kennedy Burke has been playing very well in these past few games, a bunch before the break and also now after. You played with her back in 2021, you were both on Seattle, and now you're playing with her again. I'm just curious what has stood out to you about her evolution as a player in these past 3 years, and what type of energy does she bring to this Liberty locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I think, when I think about when I played with KB in Seattle, in comparison to now, she's only grown, obviously as a person, but also as a player, and really kind of matured and sharpened her game overseas. And she really put in the work. And I think, Sandy talked about it the last time we played was, she just had to get a little bit comfortable and confident and understanding, what we needed her to do. And now you see, she had a big backdoor cut that came with a layup and just like any of our bench, continuing to stay ready and help make an impact.
My question's for Sandy. The offensive rebounding really swung the game in the second half, and it was a bit different than the Aces game where that was a lot of JJ and this was a lot of corners crashing. So I'm just curious, is the way you attack the offensive glass something that is a discussion point with the players, or is it left up to them on the court?
No, that's something that we focus on. It's really, we call it a crackback. You heard us ever say that. That's just cracking back and high tagging. And getting in there, because if you create a habit, I think that's something we've got better as the season's gone along, because it's a bad habit. The shot goes up, what do? They just hang out in the corners. So we're trying to get opportunities so we could get on the glass, and it certainly helped us today. I mean, it was not a very pretty game. We didn't shoot the ball well. Obviously, we're down a few key players for us, but we found a way to win, and I think that shows a lot about our team.
Right.
Hi, for Kayla and Breanna, in the 2 series, you guys were really able to slow down Dallas's big stars and make things incredibly tough for them. What do you think was working best for you guys in the defensive end in this 2-game set?
Yeah, go ahead, Kayla. I just think our defense, I think us playing defense together, we switched a lot. And I think us just cracking down and helping like JJ and our rebound against McCollum and Brown.
Hey, everyone, congrats on the win. Coach Sam, you mentioned not having the key players. There was moments during the game where I saw Sabrina nearly step on the court. She was like an extension of you coaching on the sidelines. What was it like to have that energy from her?
Yeah, I wish she was on the court. She's been playing so great for us. Hopefully she'll be back next game. But that's her investment. This is, her ownership of this team and her helping them, even though she's not playing, she can still help them. Individual players, obviously, what she's seeing, her IQ's off the chart. You see that, and yeah, just engage. It's an important game for us, and she's just staying locked in. She's told me she's back next game, so hopefully that comes true.
Awesome.
And this is for anybody, but this is now the fourth two-game set that you've played against, where you played the same opponent back-to-back, and you're 8-0 now in those two games. Despite tonight shooting, it was a season low, 35%, so I know you're dealing with the adversity, down a couple of starters, but to be able to stay together, and especially when it is tougher to play that same opponent in these mini series, what does that say? Because a 20-point win is very different than a game.
Who's looking at me? Yeah, he said anyone could answer. No, and that's what I said. I just thought it is like a playoff series, and we have to be ready to adapt to whatever, because that's just what happens in a playoff. And it wasn't pretty. Sometimes you have to win ugly, but we stayed together, and I think that shows the chemistry of this team. That even with adversity and not playing pretty, there was no finger pointing. It's more like, okay, let's just do it now, and find a way. And, you know, they're always trying to lift each other up, pat each other on the back, encourage each other. As long as we have that, we're in a good spot, you know, because sometimes you just have to win it. Sometimes the ball doesn't go in the hole. Sometimes we don't have that energy, but we need the spark of obviously Jaylyn coming off, and then, you know, these experienced players here just making big plays when we need it. And, you know, Leo probably shouldn't have played today. So I really want to highlight her. I mean, the toughness that she showed to get out there and play, and I mean, that was what, 16 points and what, 7 rebounds and a great defensive effort. So that's a commitment to the team.
Awesome. Thank you.
Insane. On the game, obviously, 2 starters around, and JJ goes out with 3 fouls in the second quarter. And in the first half of the season, that probably would have been a more difficult team that like those long second half draws and offense. But hasn't seemed to happen this second half of today. What's improved and what can change in that?
Yeah, I think just really what I just spoke about is the growth, the maturity of this team, how to handle adversity. And that's where you show, you kind of know, like as a coach, I'm always confident. I'm way more confident now because I think, okay, things are not going well, but they're staying together. And it wasn't pretty, and it was more like, okay, we're trying to find solutions together, and we know we can play much better. But sometimes you just have to find a way, and that's basketball. But it's that chemistry and that we build up. These players, they love playing with each other, they love being around each other, and that shows on the court.
Breanna, you probably know you can play better than you did the first 3 quarters. The shot wasn't falling. What gives you the confidence when the game was on the line there to look to take control?
Yeah, I mean, just keep going. I think that it's frustrating, obviously, when shots don't go in, but knowing that my teammates are looking to me, and having confidence in what I do, and just knowing the next one is gonna go in, and continuing to try to make the right play in general, but yeah, just being myself.
Awesome.
Sandy, you said a couple minutes ago that Leo probably shouldn't have played today. I'm just wondering what she said to you, or what made you confident that she could play, and then as you were watching her have, you know, the game that she had, how do you think she was feeling, and was it just more of a struggle for her maybe playing through that pain?
Yeah, I mean, she just has toughness, and yes, like you would think, okay, we're playing, I'll probably look at the big picture and have a rest, but she saw other players were down. So she's pretty tough. And, you know, just to do whatever she does to help the team. And it was more like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. That's what she told me at the start. I'm just going to give it a shot. She's going to be okay. It's nothing that she won't, you know, that would keep her out for a long time. It's just sore. You know, she got hit in the ribs a little bit. So it's just sore. But just be able to have to push through and run through screens and all that stuff, you're getting hit all the time. So I think just that shows a commitment. And yeah, they're the kind of players that we love. We never want anyone to play if they can't. We're always very mindful of that. But she toughed it out tonight, and we're happy that she did.
Hey all, congrats on the win, Coach. You talked about toughness in terms of Leo, and obviously you just spoke about it, but also KT, she got hurt, was on the ground for the first couple minutes of the game, then comes back, has big offensive rebounds and hits some big shots. Just talk about her toughness as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is her middle name, tough as nails. I wouldn't, and she's always, this is what she's always wore. This is just a part of her makeup, and we love, like Katie said, I mean, she's having a career good season for us, and we love what she brings, and she's probably a little tired, she had to guard that, Ricky tonight, and, do so many things, but just her effort, just how intentional she was about how she's playing, and every possession counted, and yeah, that's tough, and all these players are tough, and I think that's where we've grown a lot in adversity, like when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and I think that's us now.
We'll take one more on Zoom, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. Breanna, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about what Coach Brondello was saying about you do have to sometimes win games where things aren't going well. And I just wonder how much, I guess, a little bit stronger cohesion when you have a team that's been together a little longer. How does that help down the stretch when you have to win a game where maybe everything isn't going right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, for us to have the chemistry, the added year under our belt for the majority of this team, and for the ones that are new here, they see how we are in the locker room, on the court, and they adapt pretty quickly. But I think that, like Sandy said, when things get tough, we just come closer together. And throughout the entire game, it was like, all right, first half wasn't our half. Second half's gonna be better. All right, 10 minutes left in the game. At some point, it's gonna break through. And if we have to win ugly, we'll win ugly. We just wanna make sure that we win and we continue to play in the right way.
Thank you.
Go on.
Thank you.